So, okay, let me get a drink before this thing starts. This is a pain in the butt. Because my audio keeps on like dropping and doing pretty bad. So, everybody, welcome to the channel, I guess. Freaking 10th time doing this. This is bull crap. Okay, so the basics is that Deku was. What if Deku was cheated on? Part one. Let's go. In this story, Todoroki's gonna be female. Bakugo is still gonna be a douchebag, but not as bad until the part it gets good at. So that's happening. So they're talking. Let's get back into the story. And also, sorry, before we get into the story, he's in college and he's 21. Just everybody's 21 in the college. Okay, now let's go. I guess he's in second year, so he already knows full counting, and he can use 50% of full counting in like full counting mode, and so we can start doing this now. Okay, so Bakugo is anniversary is the same day as Midoriya's, but Midoriya and Todoroki, the female Todoroki, so Shoto, I'm gonna call her Shoto because I'm probably just gonna get irritated by just calling her Todoroki. She's gonna be Shoto. So Shoto and Midoriya are buying gifts for Bakugo and Umuraka because Umuraka is dating Midoriya and Bakugo is dating Todoroki. So, and they're hanging out and they're buying gifts for both of them because Todoroki hangs out with Umuraka and Deku hangs out with Bakugo a lot because he's not as douchebaggy in this one. And so that's happening. He is practically doing all this. They buy like necklaces and stuff, like jewelry for Umuraka. Midoriya does. He buys jewelry for her, and they're pretty expensive jewelry, like rings and necklaces and stuff. They're pretty expensive. So, and she buys Bakugo like, well, good for Bakugo. Like a stuffed bear, like a really big stuffed freaking 4-foot teddy bear. Because in this one, she calls him her teddy bear, and he doesn't mind. And okay, so that's happening, and then they go over into UA, and they're like, "Yeah, let's go to Bakugo's room." And I'll tell him it was a practical joke, that I totally get that, and everything else. So it will be a great time. We'll get a laugh out of it, laugh or two. So when they walk over, they hear like, you know what they hear, like moaning and like weird, like that going on in there. I don't really approve, but yeah. So that's going on, and so Deku knows what's happening. He doesn't want to, like, he knows. Shoto already knows she's getting cheated on, and Deku is about to learn he's getting cheated on. He says, "You like it hard, Umuraka, don't ya?" And then she's like, starts moaning again, and it's freaking, he kicks down the door and freaking punches Bakugo in the face, out of, like, breaking the window and stuff, like breaking the wall. And so he breaks the wall. When he breaks through the wall, Bakugo hits the ground and he's like naked, you know, and he like starts beating him in, just start beating him up, and like Kirishima sees this and he's like, oh, Midori is fighting a villain because he was going full out, like 50%, just beating him, so yeah, so he's beating him bad, and at this point, All Might is stronger than him, but only like by a couple of cents. His 100% in Small Might form, like in now, but is like in now it's 55 and he's at 50, so there's 5% in between them, and he's at 100%. He's only at 50. So that's okay, and so in his prime All Might would be a 75-ish, 80-ish for Midoriya, and so he probably will pass him. He will pass him in the next video, probably in a couple of next videos. If you like this enough, I'll do more, and that's if you like it, I'll do more of it. But let's get back to the story. So he starts beating him bad, and then Kirishima and the whole class comes out. About like 15 of them come out, and they're like, Midori, what are you doing? Why are you beating Bakugo up? And they're like, why are you beating the fuck out of Bakugo? And like, Bakugo's being pummeled. He's not even like trying to defend himself now. He's like trying to, but he's getting his hands all beat and broken. Like one of his bones are broken. That's how bad he was beating him. He like broke bones after bones in him. And finally, Mr. Aizawa erases his quirk, but he's still beating him. And it still takes 5 people. It takes it takes Momo Yazuruzu. What's another one? It takes Momo Yazuruzu, Todoroki, because that was enough. She had enough of that. You're about to kill him. All Might, Mr. Aizawa, and who else? And it takes Kirishima too. So them 5 people pull him off, and he like breaks free, and then he moves like. So he breaks free, and Todoroki is already down because she pulled him off, and Shoto is already down, and she kicks Bakugo in the side where his ribs are broken. And Midoriya is walking off. They're like, they don't really care where he's going because he's trying to blow up. They're thinking like, oh, he's probably just gonna go to his room or something. But whatever. They're like, whatever. So he doesn't get like detention or suspended or anything like that because they realized in the middle when they were pulling him off that Uraraka is naked and Bakugo is naked as well, and so they're thinking they already know what's going on, so that's happening, and so that's happening, and so they're going to drink, they're drinking, and like they're partying and stuff like that, and they black out. But they do remember Midoriya is getting a tattoo, and he doesn't really care because he's drunk. He has a tattoo now and everything, so that's pretty cool, I guess. He has like a dragon tattoo on his like forearm. His mom's gonna kill him, by the way. So whatever. He doesn't live with her. He lives with the dorms, but still, whatever. Cause I don't know, college. They live in dorms, so it's whatever. So that's happening, and he remembers talking to this girl. Well, his like vision, the mind is fuzzy, but when he wakes up beside 2 like Todoroki and someone else. He doesn't know who it is, and I know who it is. But we're gonna tell you that in the next episode. Not now, but we're not ending it now. But we're gonna tell you in the next episode who it was. So whatever. I already know who it is. So I had to choose somebody. But yeah. So he wakes up Todoroki. It's instinctual call Todoroki. Hey, I'm sorry, I needed to get a drink. But it's instinctual call me Todoroki. Her Todoroki, but Shoto. Okay? He wakes up Shoto and tells her, oh, look. And they look, and then Midoriya's already dressed. So he's dressed and stuff. And so, and he's like, he bought, when he was drunk, a leather jacket, a belt, and like black pants, but they're not like tight pants, they're like loose pants. And he bought cigarettes. And yeah, he bought cigarettes. And he smoked 3. Unless they took 2. They took 2 and he took 1. But he probably smoked 3. And he already had them. So he just put it in his back pocket. And his mom sort of kind of knows he does smoke cigarettes, but he doesn't smoke them often. But like, he does light up a smoke sometimes. And teachers know this, and they'll give him breaks, like when everyone needs a cigarette, because they don't want to smoke in the freaking middle class. So that's not okay. But so now we're getting back to it. He gets a shower in this random person's house, brushes his teeth with somebody's toothbrush. I don't know. Thought it was his. I don't know. But whatever. He gets a shower, brushes his teeth, combs his hair, and they wakes up Shoto, and she's like, what is happening? And she wakes up, nothing's happened to her, like no tattoos or anything. And they look, and Deku has a full dragon on his forearm. And it just wraps. Okay, it just wraps around his arm. And he has like a scorpion in between his thumb. In his, like, you know the fingers that make an L? He is like right there, and the scorpion's right there. And yeah, so that's pretty cool, I guess. And so right there in like the crease in the middle, there's a big scorpion, and the tail goes up into the the thumb. My bad. Goes up to the thumb, into the thumb, and like the tail curves. It's pretty cool. I think it's really cool. If you guys ever played GTA 5, you know what Trevor has? The scorpion. That's what it basically looks like, but a lot different. It's like on fire and has like skulls and stuff all around it, but it's pretty cool. And whatever. So now we're getting back, and he was like, my mother's gonna kill me. And he puts on the leather jacket. He knows it's his because he remembers buying it, but not that much of it. He remembers purchasing it and putting it on and walking around. He doesn't remember meeting this other girl laying in the bed. Okay, so, yeah, like, they don't know who this is. And she already left before he could get out. But she left a note on the phone, like a sticky note. You have my number. It doesn't have the contact information or anything. So he looks through his phone, and it's the only regular number. He has, like, contacts and everything. He has only contacts, and so that's what's happening. Like, only contacts. And they see, like, this weird number. And, well, next day, they go to school. Okay? everybody's looking at him like that. I'm sorry that happened to you. They shouldn't have did that type stuff. So yeah, that's pretty messed up on his part. So yeah, that's what's happening, and I don't approve what he did either. So, but so Bakugo is like, oh yeah, I'm so cool, and he tries to talk to Kirishima. Kirishima's like his Baka bro. He always says Baka bro and everything, and he like started in the beginning, you know how he's trying to get rid of him, but now he did unintentionally got rid of his Kirigiri. I mean, fuck, call. You know what I'm talking about. I could not say that name. Sorry, but so that's happening, and everybody in school is ragging on him, ragging on Bakugo, like you dirty dog, stuff like that. You know, making fun of him practically, and so that's pretty bad. And Deku changed. He started like people noticed because he looked like a biker. They saw the tattoo on his like forearm because he took off the jacket. Of course, he took off the jacket, and then there's like a full-on cigarette packet holder thing in the middle of his like hand. You know how in a pocket there's pocket shirts. Like, shirts have pockets. Well, he had one of those on. He had the cigarettes through it and the glasses. Okay, he looks pretty cool. Okay, I don't have a picture of it because nobody made pictures of that. And if anybody wants to make pictures of that, 10 out of 10. I'll go look that up next video. And yeah, so basically, he looks dank. Okay, so he's talking to people, and Mr. Aizawa walks in, and he's like, "We're gonna do. This is almost the end of the year," and he's like, "We're gonna be doing the hero test. You know, like I can't explain. It's the like first year, you know. So there's still like the festival and stuff, like the USA festival, but they're going to the USJ, and he's like, the USJ has more. Am I doing this right? The USJ has more. Sorry about that, guys. I messed up a little bit. We're gonna skip over something. We're skipping over summer break. So like, summer break skip. Now he's like, we're doing the entrance exams, and well, we're doing the entrance exam now. So that's happening. They're doing the entrance exams. So Midoriya gets first place, obviously, because he's a freaking legend. Shoto gets second because she's freaking awesome. Bakugo gets fourth, and I'm gonna say, we're gonna bring that mind control guy. I forget his name. Never mind. This is Bakugo's in third place, and that really makes him mad. And everything else goes normal. That's entrance exams. And the race. No, that's sports festival. My bad. I was thinking about the sports festival. No, we're not there yet. So he gets the highest score. I think like 500 is the score, and so he gets hero points. I mean, save hero points things, the save point things. When he saves people, they get points. He got 100 of those, so like 6. Let's say roughly about 800. 800 points is when he's finished. So that's a thing. 800 points is what he gets at the end of the thing. So that's happening. But during the summer, All Might and his mom, Deku's mom, is like getting closer, and that's apparently happened. They're just talking and stuff, and yeah, they're getting like closer as friends. You know, they're getting closer as friends. Well, Midori and Todoroki are like talking. They're like, "What do you want to do about like what happened last night?" You want like this is a couple days after. He's like, "What do you want to do?" A couple days ago, she's like, "We can become boyfriend and girlfriend." Like like Midori would say that. Is like, "You want to become boyfriend and girlfriend and stuff like that." She was like, "I suppose there's no harm in trying." Again, and he was like, "Okay." So they were happening. They were doing that, and so that's happening. So it's not even that bad. Sorry. That was a little freaking dry. I don't know why. I'm probably talking for a good solid 20 more minutes. That's probably why. Sorry. I've been talking for 21 minutes. Okay, so that's happening, and so now they're dating, and he's thinking about calling the one number, because it says he got in. He was thinking about calling her and saying, "I got in the UA again," but he said, "Nah." But when Deku came home with that freaking tattoo, his mom almost had a heart attack. Two of them? She almost had a heart attack.